sami te rikunci tutui sami suka upina muyu, suka amdi raiku ima tunu wanyu sa upina sisa, paiba panga, tukui tunu. Aksa rikusha sita pintanci. Kiraiku karang muka haibi sutiu, pintas kita.
Karang upi sacai purisha. Kasna.
Sacai di purisha.
Muru tadi kusha ganda mai bi muru gunati masa muru gunati dia bagri ima gunai di kusha mana pero kai bagri shuk bagri shuk bagri gunata ali muru bagri gunata riku bagri gunata pinta kaunci ali ya kuai cha gunata sa Shoti amarum palo gunata sa riku ya chana pintanci kanci mana i makila
Yaila.
Chorai kumai palo tadi kuya sa jadi kunci sarung kaya amarum da puri chora chi jadi kun imagina ri kuri pisang kaya amarum chi amarum bas mana chip pura la pintaris kana undi shuk pintaris kama kangun chorai ko tu ku ita nyoganchi kai ita tara bakari parasa porinchi kusha
The answer was that every time they walk in the forest, they're looking for patterns. And Elodia says, especially when you see something that's mudo, anything that's mudo. Mudo is spotted or mottled or patterned. Whether it's a catfish, a snake, or a boa of some kind. She says every boa is different. They have different patterns. And whenever we see something in the forest, it's patterned. I think that's what she means by mudo. We remember it so that we can put it in the macabre. And so that's why they have names. They're not yanga, she says. In other words, I think by that she means they're not made up. They're attempts. They're obviously not just rigidly copied either. But they're an attempt to evoke something that's quite concrete and particular. One of these examples in that's quite interesting to me. Where is that one? Oh, this one. Take a look at this particular piece here. Now, this is one of those you drink out of it. You would wonder what that pattern is, right? It's quite irregular. And where is it? What kind of pattern is that? Kaita, imara pintaris.
Kaita? Kaita. Turu chimbanata pintashka.
Nyambi.
Nyambi nyukan chimaga mana carretera ni imas mana teshka ili turu chimbana nishkata kaspio agunta chimba kasa ima tuno sitashka manga kaitupu pitisha chi turu chimbana idea kasnama iskinagunama shukaspia kasnama shukaspia kaima shukarpia kasnama nyapanga kalo tuku imanga chi turu chimbana kaiga maturu esha chimbana chita pintashka turu chimbana.
So this is turu chimbanata. What's turu? Mud. And what is chimbanata?
The bridge.
A bridge, right? So she says, where we live, there's no the roads aren't great roads, and the paths are full of mud. And so on some of our paths where there's like a lake of mud, there's sticks placed like this, along in the corner, along the edges, across. And this is the pattern of sticks of the path near her house, where the way that sticks have been thrown into the mud so that you can cross it. So here you have the sides of the path, where the forest would be, and here's the mud, and these are the sticks regularly thrown into the mud. And so that's a pattern, but a particular pattern that she was walking along, looking at her feet and the path that she was going by, and remembered and placed. Si kang gusto rin kay turo
Hindi.
simban.
Puro chimbana. Chimba, Caspio Agunta, chico. Chico, puro chimbana.
Yeah. Now, see, this is an abstract piece of art, but almost the opposite in some way of what Platonic or Arabesque, Islamic abstract art would be. Because Islamic abstract art and the Platonic abstract art of Christian Europe intended to evoke the perfect order of the divine mind. Patterns that are perfect. Patterns that repeat because they evoke eternity. And especially patterns that aren't messed up by matter. Because we see the patterns in this life, and one of the things that was sort of the basis of Aristotelian science is that you study order in this life, and you can then project backward or extract from the order in this life to think about the divine order, the blueprint. But it's really that blueprint that you're after. And these patterns in this world are a pale reflection of the perfect order of the divine world. Well, this is the pattern that the Platonists and perhaps Aristotle would have been trying to weed out as an anecdote, a pure accident, but not an essence. You would have perhaps the beautiful order of a river or a path based on a divine river, and then by some accident there's mud on that path. Too many horses, too many people have gone by there, and then by some accident, because the government doesn't fix the road, because people don't have time to fix the road, one person's thrown a stick in here, another stick in there, someone threw in smaller sticks because children couldn't quite get through there, and by accident, over time, accident is layered on top of accident is layered on top of accident, and this produces what in Belgica's mind comes through there as a pattern, but it's a pattern that evokes a very specific, unrepeatable accumulation of historical events. And it's that's the beauty that's reflected here, even though it's an abstract piece of art. It's not abstracted from accident, or the accidents are not abstracted from the piece to get a representation of perfect order. Rather, it's the pattern of what Aristotle might call accidents.